Despite being the richest country in the world, the United States is one of the few countries that does not provide mandatory paid leave for new mothers. Although polls have shown that the majority of Americans support having paid leave, anytime legislation is proposed, it never makes it past Congress. Why is that, I have to ask? How come the United States has fallen so far behind every other developed nation in this regard? A major reason why I support having paid leave for new mothers is for the health of the children. Countries that have implemented mandatory paid leave have a smaller rate of infant deaths. Another survey conducted between 2012 and 2013 by Childbirth Connection amongst 2,400 mothers found that mothers that take maternity leave have a 47% decrease in infant rehospitalizations, which goes to show that when mothers are able to be with their children, the health improves dramatically. As another thing to point out too is that the health of the mother also improves when they're able to be with their child. Um, for example, in Norway, when they raised their paid maternity leave from 12 weeks to 16 weeks, they found that every facet of the mother's health were improving, including their blood pressure, their pain pressure, as well as their stress levels, etc. Certain larger companies in America have worked on providing paid maternal leave for all their employees, which goes to show that change is possible, very much possible. In the United States, while it has a long way to go, it has the resources and money to make these changes possible. I also want to say, too, that some people have argued that paid maternity and paid paternity leave would leave a big hole in the workforce. To that, I just got to remind them that the way things are going right now, with an aging population and dropping birth rates, there'll eventually be a baby bust. Baby bust, obviously, is when there's very little youth and the majority of the population is older. This, in fact, would cause a decrease in employment. And you might ask, too, what do declining birth rates have to do with paid maternity leave? And when polled, most couples said that the reason that they didn't have kids was because of financial concerns. And if there's paid maternity leave, as what I'm trying to explain, then a lot of these financial concerns would be alleviated, at least to some extent, and there would likely be more couples having children. Um, I believe, too, that this issue should be a bipartisan one. You see this pro-life movement, people that want to reduce abortions. I believe the best way to do that, best way to stop abortions, is to have paid maternity leave. Because you look at the reasons why people have abortions, one of the big ones is because the financial concerns that I brought up. And if they're financially secure, there wouldn't be as many abortions. The way to stop abortions isn't really to just ban them across the country, because there'll still be this issue of financial concerns, and these women will just go to get back alley abortions, or they'll do them in their homes, and this doesn't really change the problem. And really, if you're pro-life or pro-choice, you should support having mandatory paid leave. And like as I stated, there's many reasons to do so. Another thing that I want to get into is, if you agree with me, you should think about contacting your senator, your representatives, and push to have mandatory paid leave for your mothers, your fathers, everyone else. And this is just a very important issue, because this is the future of our nation. These children who are being raised, they're the future of our nation. You got to think about that. Is this the future you want to live in? Do you want to live in a future where people are just struggling to get by? Future, present, People can't afford to pay for anything, and obviously the stress of having a new kid and everything, that adds just another uh, amount of pressure to these parents. So overall, I believe that mandatory paid leave is necessary for both mothers and fathers and should be pushed forward. Thank you for listening.